Welcome, War Heroes, and we are back to part 2 of Let's Play Total War Troy using Agammemnon's storyline. So I have chosen to control Agammemnon just because it's our first storyline, and you know, it's been a while since I played, so I'm still trying to get my mind back into playing. So I've been sort of busy trying to build my troops, so it's like that's why I haven't really done too much. But I'm gonna start soon making my move towards TYRINS. We're right now neutral with Corinth, but actually, can we initiate diplomacy? Oh no, they're not. They're really. Wow, Corinth really doesn't like us, but that's fine. That's fine.
I hear and interpret. Divine grace can be manipulated.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll have to actually try. Did it actually work? Oh, it did. Oh, nice. So we can actually keep her there then? What's your surplus? Turns until surplus point 1. I see.
The mighty scepter.
Let's do 1 militia unit. And then end our turn. Dang, he sent out the entire garrison out of Corinth? Where's this guy going? Trait gain touched by Hephaestus. 10% bronze upkeep for all units. Oh, nice. I can't reduce happiness, so I'm gonna have to leave it. Alright, let's see what we can do here about Divine Will with Ares. Delight for violence. +1 to happiness per war. 20% melee attacks of all sword and axe unit. 20% income from raiding, looting, and sacking. Another expensive ritual. And I think that's all we can do for now.
I won't give ground.
Yeah, we'll have to end our turn again. Single barter. Can I make a counter offer on this? My demands are... Oh, okay. Okay, fine. I'll go 80. Single barter of stone? You want stone? Can we go down on 5? We'll go down to 5 turns. We'll go 10 stone per turn. He's making us move, but who is he going after though? Oh, is he going after TYRINS? Alright, this should be interesting then. We'll see what happens.
Natural resources are rare, found only in certain areas. While such sites may of course be acquired through conquest, resources may also...
They no longer look to us. What? Make a barter agreement through diplomacy. Okay. I don't know who he's going after, that's the thing. Could be going after TYRINS. If he does, do we help him? I mean, he sent out his entire garrison, so I wonder if I just want to turn my back on him. And just make it really tough, no? But yeah, we'll end our turn still. I mean, honestly, there's really not much that we can do.
Power seeks to ally with you. If it is to your advantage, accept the offer of a treaty. If not, then make your disdain clear.
Oh, with Sparta? Oh, I'm agreeing to this. This is Sparta, dude. We will happily go to war with Sparta. We're gonna need their help anyway, so... Not to mention they own 3 states. Etis, Sparta, and... What's the name of that one? Oitlion? There's so many factions, it's crazy. Where is he going? Oh, don't... I swear to God, I was gonna say, if you launch an attack on us, my goodness, my dude. To tame a land. Maintain 60% in Mycenae, and we have done that, so we are good.
Your martial aspirations can be strengthened by the raising of another army. By appointing a hero to a new command, you
I think we've already done
look for
that.
the chance to set an ambush. Find suitable places to conceal your forces ready to surprise an advancing enemy.
How do ambushes work? I didn't know that could work. Adopting ambush stance costs 25% of an action points and hides it from enemy view. Should an enemy enter a zone of control, an ambush battle may be triggered. Oh, hello. Great.
Lord of men.
Alright, in the meantime, we can start recruiting more troops.
An acceptable course.
And 1 unit of spears. That'll do for now. Royal Decree, we have yet to set one up. Plus 10 to growth, nation faction wide. We'll take this. We'll do happiness next. What is he doing? Where is he going? I mean, I get that we're allies, but like, you know, I still would like to know what you're doing, friend. You are, after all. Are you going to Crete? Become the master of 2 vassals. So if we offer, we can offer so many goods and make someone our vassal. How about Aegina? Oh, nice. Perfect. We are growing stronger. We now have another vassal. Perfect. Not to mention we can see. Ah, there's Athens. Good. Can we recruit more men? We might have to recruit more men.
The Lord Marshal. Indeed so.
I still don't know where he's going with this. Is he really going to attack Kythera? No, he's not. He's going around it. Dang, he has a lot of movement, this guy. He moved quite a bit. Military access. Ithaca, sure. Ooh, they're unlocking more and more of this place. We have Aetolians. I don't know what their stance is to us. Are they friendly or are they enemies? Bonus.
Mythical units of great power may be summoned to fight alongside your armies. These
Alright, next we can go down, or we can... Actually, we should go down. 30% treasure looted, negative 5% recruitment cost of units. Do we want more treasure? I think we go collector. I like the collector here. Now, how do we recruit a mythical unit? That would be nice, don't you think? If we can recruit mythical units?
And glory.
So is it Divine Will that we do that, or what?
This feast honors the gods.
100 bulls for the glory of Hera. What do we got here? Not much. Alright, fine. We'll make a barter trade through diplomacy. Jeez. We'll demand, let's see. I kind of wish they showed how much we get per turn. And in return, I would like some gold. No, they don't have gold. Never mind. That should do. Oh, I have to find them in the map? Oh, great. So I have to do a bit of exploring then. So do I want to... Oh shoot, I don't own that. We'll need to recruit another hero for exploration purposes. So, with that being said, maybe we hire a skirmisher then.
Experience counts.
Problem is we're down. We're losing food per turn now.
Rich beyond compare.
War is declared. The time for diplomacy is past. Only battle will settle your difference.
So, Troy is coming. Your choice, Hector of Troy. You will lose. Just remember, you will lose this fight. But if that is your wish, you shall have it. Where are these guys going? Are they going on their own, like, travel adventure or something? Oh, we're at war with these countries. So that's where you're going. I see, I see. Well, 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 this is going to be... Yeah, these kinds of games tend to go for a little bit, honestly. So, you know, what can you do, right? I guess.
You need not fight your enemies alone. Seek out foreign powers whose aspirations align with yours.
Torpid. 10%. Spent too long without performing an agent action. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, listen, the gods
Fall back
speak.
to the city for now.
The gods indulge those who show respect.
All who wish to make a mark on the world seek to gain new skills through experience. This is as true for your agents.
What can you do? What do agents do differently? 10% chance of good omens from sacrifices. Plus 7% action for ritual. 5% favor from the gods. We'll go with this one. You
Is mine. Moving as ordered.
You need more men. You can recruit... What's your upkeep? Yeah, we're already so low in upkeep. We don't need that. Savage Centaur Warriors, huh?
My arrows fly true.
We'll move some spears. I mean, if we wanted to, we can actually just full-on attack the city of TYRINS. I think we have enough. The problem is our happiness doesn't think so.
Unwavering loyalty.
3 turns left till the royal decree is passed. I wonder if we should just gather all the troops. Is he really going to siege? Oh, he is. Okay. And he is going, and Menelaus is going to join him. Although his men looks like they're dying of famine out there. I think he's... Where is Menelaus going? Wait, you know what? I think...
Foreign emissaries seek a pact of non-aggression. If their offer is acceptable, it may lead to improved trade relations or even a formal alliance.
Cleon embedded into Canaris' army. The thing is, we also have our own war we must fight. United against us? Wait, what? Ilion Ambrasos versus Mycenae. Wait, what does this mean? Has succumbed to Troy's promises and now prepares for war with us. The Craven Snakes will both feel our wrath. We need an agreement with Argos to... We need to attack TYRINS. Oh wait, no, I guess you'll deny that, huh? The question is, are we strong enough though?
Great deeds await. Onward we go.
17, 18 troops. Here we have none. Do we just go ahead and declare war on TYRINS? Yeah, let's go ahead and declare war actually.
Victory awaits us.
I speak to the gods on your behalf.
We'll continue the siege for
Offer their
now.
offspring.
And then we'll have...
The favor of the gods is ever shifting.
It's under siege. I guess you can't do anything about it, huh?
Always with honor.
Alright, at least they're willing to help us by giving us food, so... That's kind of a risky attack, I'm not gonna lie, just because we don't have a lot of units. Like, we have more units than they do, that's for sure, but by how much? It's not by too much. Yeah, Menelaus is making us move. But the thing is, we have to get TYRINS off of our chest. We need to take it out. We either get it as a vassal, we take it as our own country, or something. But we need to do something against it. We have no choice. Yes, he must move with us. Oh, never mind. I guess that ain't happening. He's preparing defenses just in case we lose, huh? He has no faith in his general. Some of them need more faith in their generals, if you ask me. Now, are they allied with us? Okay, cool. We will temporarily lose happiness is the problem because we garrisoned out all of our men to attack. Is he our friend or enemy? That's a big army he's bringing in. You're defending against TYRINS. Wow, he's sending his entire garrison to attack us? You know what? Bring it on. Let's fight. And I will control the army, yes. So we control more troops than he does. Not to mention we have reinforcements. So, and this is the same battlefield that I hate so much. I actually hate this battlefield, I'm not gonna lie. Now his troops are actually very weak. Look at his army. They're mostly militias and young spears. Okay, so this is going to be the first large-scale battle that I have to do a replay on and sort of commentate the replay, simply because it was really tough for me to organize my troops while I was fighting. So obviously commentating while organizing your troops and fighting, not the best idea. So I decided to put it in a replay and sort of just show you guys and walk you through my idea, sort of my approach to this fight. Now, before we start, actually, as you guys can tell, there were many things I tried to do. Look at this terrain. This terrain is absolutely atrocious. Like, how am I supposed to get any sort of advantage fighting in a terrain that's like pretty much wide open field? You have a couple of areas for ambushes, but the thing is, you're taking on AI and they won't really make a move until they know where to go. So you're kind of like in a battle of attrition. I could not just hide my troops. You can see the balance of power was not all the way in my favor. Of course, I had a bit of an advantage because I had tier 2 troops. So I'm gonna go through sort of my guys, my men with you. So if we take a look here, I created a box. I went the whole box formation strategy just because I didn't want them to flank me. So I had a couple spearmen. It looks like these are tier 3 spearmen, I think. I'm not sure what that 3... I think it's just level 3. I'm not sure if it's tier or level. I got level 1 light swordsman. I guess I'll call him level for now. But yeah, level 3 spearman, level 1 light swordsman. I got 3 level 3 spears. Oh no, I just got 3 units of spears, sort of covering the front. Or is it 4? It's 3. It's 3. I stretched them out really thin because I know my opponent brought archers. So there are archers in this, or javelins. We got javelins. They've got young spears. Yeah, the advantage I had here was that my army, in terms of quality, was a lot greater than theirs. Like, look, they had mostly militias, young spears, skirmishers. I think they had their general. They have reinforcements back here, so it's not like, you know, this was their entire army. But still, this was still a pretty difficult fight because they did outnumber us by quite a bit. Actually, nearly doubled. Well, not that close to double, but like, you know, they had a significant amount of troops, definitely significantly more than ours. But back to ours, again, it's kind of a mix of spears and swordsmen. I think I kind of messed this up. I think this spear unit should have gone here where the swordsmen were, but I didn't have enough spears to cover every ground. So yeah, it's kind of how I went with it. In the middle here, we had some militia. I obviously didn't want to use them as the front line because they could get peppered down by, or sprayed down by arrows really quickly. So they were obviously not part of it. And not to mention, back here we have a couple of renowned slingers. So these are the stronger, I think these are tier 2 slingers, which is pretty nice, or upgraded slingers, I should say. We have regular Achaean slingers, but they are level 3, which means they have seen quite a bit of war, which is great. And we have some light javelins back here, and this made up sort of the bulk of our force. We had a bit of reinforcements. I brought my secondary hero, the veteran defender, and he brought in 5 units of reinforcements, or is it 4 units? I think it's 4 units. But still. Anyway, so that's sort of the army makeup, and yeah, let's just resume the battle. So we're gonna watch how this battle pans out. A lot of this is just sort of him prepping, so we're actually gonna fast forward this bit. Yeah, so as you can see, the balance of power actually went down to even because of the reinforcements they brought. So they brought extra archers, so 2 bowmen units, 1 renowned slinger. So these were actually very advanced units as well. Like, this is what was giving me a hard time. We got 2 club warrior units, 2 shielded spearman units. So actually, if you look at the quality of their reinforcement unit was way greater than ours. So my defender, I made a mistake by forgetting to bring my defender into the battle, so that was on me actually. Believe it or not, this battle, it took me a couple of tries to finally get the strategy that I needed. But if you're fighting in an open field without really much use of terrain to your advantage, I had to use box formation, and that's honestly one of the like what I call old school strategies, I guess. But I mean, it works, right? So I mean, I won this fight, so after a couple tries of losing. But yeah, so again, because this is AI, you know, I had to pretty much wait for them to come, because, you know, at the same time I was also trying to stall out a little bit. I obviously didn't want to go on the attack because I'm not the one attacking, so here they come. Here they come. So I decided to send out a unit of militia, actually, to sort of see if I can get some of their arrows to come to me. Obviously that didn't work. So I was like, I'll just retreat. I'll let them come to us, actually. So there goes my militia running. And yeah, so if we look at it from the tactical map point of view, so you can see he's all lined up his troops in the front line here. Got some archers in the back, and the skirmishers, they're all pretty much, again, it's AI, right? So, but this is part of the playthrough. This is part of the playthrough, so, you know, I have to show it. I decided to get a bit of a charge in with my spearmen just to get that charge bonus. But I decided to quickly retreat them because I know, because they're so far away from the rest of the forces, that they might actually end up, what do you call it? Retreating. So, and we don't want our lines to be broken before the battle even begins. So as you can tell, the battle's already kind of scattered. The thing I'm doing here differently is that I'm not actually sending all my forces in at once. I do have some reserves, but the thing is, I don't keep them as reserves. I don't keep them as reserves like for long. You know, I kind of send them into the battle real quick. I try to look for a flank. I've activated Agammemnon's ability, or one of his 2 abilities. You can see I've already like sprayed down some of his archer units, or skirmishing units down. My philosophy here when I'm fighting with archers is archers versus archers, swordsman versus swordsman, and whoever the best man wins. So, you know, I wasn't like, it was hard for me to keep track of everything that was going on. That's something I gotta improve at for sure. But I should have had this Archaean slingers go up against their skirmisher, which I think I ended up doing now. As you can see, he's already breaking formation, so I already knew that as long as I can clump up on his general right here and kill this general, I think I'm in a good position. As you can see, my defender is still back there. He's kind of like, I'm just chilling, you know, I'm not doing not much here, you know, I'm just gonna stay and be that guy and not even fight, and that's honestly my fault, not his fault. So you know what, you get your day off. So we can see here, well, it's hard to see, we were fighting in forest, but we did get advantage. We got a good charge in from our militia unit here. One of our militia units, a level 3 militia unit, actually it kind of sucks that they got routed, but again, positioning is super important in this game, and that's something that I have to get better at. But here is the war between the 2 generals right here. I love the battle sequence. The fact that they managed to do this, like, in a large scale setting is impressive. And it's pure one-on-one. It's like pure one-on-one. You can't, there's like nobody trying to interfere, nobody's trying to get some sneak hits in. Like, it's a pure one-on-one fight between Agammemnon and the enemy champion. I'm just tired, but he's very tired because he had to come up to me, obviously because I was defending. Here, this is where sort of things were looking really good for me. Balance of power starting to slowly shift on my side. They've lost 500 men. I've lost 300-ish, around that range. So, you know, we're making good progress here. Again, they do outnumber us by quite a bit. But again, the danger of sort of sending your units out this far from your main army is that if they get flanked, then, you know, you're gonna break easily. So you gotta be careful of that. I tried to make sure all of my flanking units were within close range of each other, which means that if one of them ends up retreating, then at least one of them a different like set of units will come and attack. Like here I'm not can't remember who had my light swordsman attack. I think I have him attacked as bowman unit, because archer units like here, archer units are dangerous. They're actually quite dangerous, so that's something you gotta watch out for. So we have them routed here. I decided to let my men have a little bit of fun and just chase him down. I would have had him flank back here and completely break this line here, but you know, I was confident enough in our ability here, because so now my defender finally enters the fray, and it's kind of, like I still have a couple of well, these aren't reserves, they're archer units, so. But yeah, we're making really good ground here, so I like this. I like this. Yeah, at this point it's looking really good for us. So we definitely take the win on this one for sure. So we'll just let the battle sort of go out here. Yeah, everyone's sort of retreating. I'm liking the music, by the way. It's pretty nice.
Victory is close enough to taste.
So yeah, that's the battle. At least that's the first battle. This is actually one of the main battles that happened when I was invading the city of TYRINS. I wanted to completely take down that city and just prevent them from harassing us. So I decided to just push forward and just absolutely kill. There we just killed one of their generals. So that was the end of that battle. And yeah, so let's move on back to the game. Okay, wow, that fight was really tough, I'm not gonna lie. So Agammemnon, and we lost quite a bit of men, but not too much. They obviously suffered a lot more, so they're losing their troop stats for sure. I may actually choose to take them into our ranks just so I can heal some of my men, because I don't think the siege is going to be over. Like I think we still have to fight the siege, I think. So this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough still. We're not out of it, that's for sure. We're gonna need to continue fighting. Yeah, alright. This will be tough. But I mean, hey, we're in for a long ride. We're gonna be in for a long, long war. But our goal here was to defeat TYRINS, and we did. Now, unfortunately, it's gonna be a little bit different. It was a close victory, yes. This was not an easy fight. Yeah, we might have to take them on actually.
My renown.
They're still attacking here. Poseidon despises the city of Troy and yearns to tear its found walls. He was forced to build by Zeus. Okay.
The troops in this army have suffered grievous losses. Consider combining weakened units to conserve and build on what strength they have left.
I'll have to use fishing.
I've got what it takes. We're on the move.
Maintain siege. We'll need this third hero in here as well. Actually, can we have him start recruiting?
I know my duty.
Yeah, let's have him start recruiting actually.
So be it.
We'll get some swordsmen in there. We need some archers also. And some slingers, and I think that'll do. And then we'll actually have the we'll do it later. We have to maintain the siege for now. Menelaus is still fighting in the I think this is the island of Crete. I think he's in Crete. Okay, this honestly you like to see this. I like to see this. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't want to rely on kingdoms. I get rival kingdoms. You know, I trust myself. Perform the prophecy of doom. Dang, man, that's crazy. Pylos. Where are they? Is he fighting Theria? Oh, if he's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna fight against Theria. Never mind. This is kind of dangerous. We have so many enemies close to our lands. It ain't good. Yo, these guys are doing some crazy. The Pharaoh's gift. What should you do with such a gift? Trade for gold, trade for stone. I think I'll trade for gold.
If you order your army to cross the sea, they will embark on ships. When
We don't need to. We need to weaken him. What do you mean you will not? Get over here.
Fly true.
I was gonna say, man, get over here and start fighting. Alright, I think we're strong enough. He only has 8 units left anyway.
Hold your nerve.
Actually, let's create some siege equipment. 1 will do.
Total
They're not
destruction.
strong enough to fight back anyway, so what's the point, right?
I will petition the gods. for
-1 happiness, you're at -8. It might
I won't give ground.
It might do well for you
Set
to
up
retreat.
watches.
Yeah. I think we're good here on our own.
petition the gods for victory.
Victory is assured.
Alright, we'll wait one more turn and then we're actually gonna finish this. We're gonna finish what we started with TYRINS and then, you know, move on to the next one, I guess. Alcmon came out of March. Dang, Sparta is really taking over the island of Crete. Good thing they're allies. We don't need war against Sparta. We really don't. Just fast forward, we don't need to
Gold is
know.
perhaps the Earth's greatest treasure. The effort of mining it is always worth.
Oh, so what? This is a mining city? Oh. Wait, so what the heck? What city are we trying to take over? What the heck is their specialty? Oh, food. Alright, I think we have enough. Let's finish what we started.
Victory awaits
We're
us.
fighting. They don't stand a They actually just don't stand a chance. I mean, the only way they'd win really is if we mess up big time, but I'm not gonna mess up big time. So this is the second part of the battles that we'll be doing replays for this episode. Right after we defeated their sort of main army on the outskirts of the city, we have decided to sort of advance our assault towards TYRINS. I guess we could have kept the siege going a little longer and attacked them on multiple fronts, but I think for the time being I decided to do one massive assault from one side. Now the bad news here is that their entire army is focused on just attacking this side, but the good news is our entire army is together, so we have this full lineup of army men just getting ready to attack. We are 1,555 strong and they're only 730, but our troops are depleted and we're the ones that are now attacking. So this is definitely not going to be a breeze for sure. This is going to be a costly fight in my opinion. Again, same strategy is they have archers on the wall. I'm hoping if I can send in 1 or 2 units to set up some ladders and have their archers waste their arrows on those guys going up in there, bringing up the ladders, then the rest of the army can just go up and climb them, and hopefully they run out of arrows by then. So again, these are sort of the remnants from the last fight. Actually, we got reinforcements. For 2 turns after the battle of the outskirts finished, I did bring in some reserves. These are brand new and fresh reserves. I decided to bring in the archer skirmisher. The defender skirmisher isn't here anymore. I sent him back, I think. I sent him back to one of the cities just to keep the morale going and the happiness up. So yeah, here we go. You can see we have, right in the middle here, we have 5 spear units. We have 4 slinger units, 3 militias, 4, 5 militias, just kidding. We have 1, 2, 3 light swordsman units. We have 1 vanguard light javelin unit, but again, we can't really, there's no point using their ability to deploy outside of the area because we have to break through the walls. And our reinforcement units is our skirmisher general. We have 1 shielded clubman. We have 1 light swordsman, 1 renowned slinger unit, and 1 skirmisher unit. So let's go. And for their side, mostly archers up on the wall. So that's why, again, I wanted them to waste their arrows on the first 2 units. I'm going to bring up ladders for, which pretty much act as cannon fodder. And once I get rid of the archers, then the infantry should go down. This one's going to be a bit tougher because they have 2 generals again. I guess there was 1 general they never ended up using, and this was the one that was wounded from the battle on the outskirts. So let's go ahead and start this battle. So we're actually going to look at it from the opponent's view. Like, think about it. If you were here and you see this army coming towards you, 1,500 strong, and you're one of 700 men, man, it's going to be tough. So the AI did have some spears up on the wall, so most of their units were up on the wall. But I know that if I'm able to set up 2 sides, then I can at least do a pincer maneuver on the middle, because he's kind of clamping his troops up on the gates and kind of keeping them there, which makes sense because I have a battering ram. So he has some reserves down on the bottom. Man, I'm speaking weirdly, but you know what? It's all good. Let's fast forward. So you can see I sent up 2 militia units. I sent up 2 militia units right here to again take the bulk of those arrow fire. I don't think he fired all his shots, like barely had any arrows flying, but hey, arrows, there we go. That's actually what I wanted to see there, is most of those arrows going to these units that I'm just using to... Now, what I should have done here is I actually should have deployed these guys much sooner closer to the ladders, I think. Because now, again, the battering ram is another diversion because my main attack is actually up on those ladders. Like, my main focus was actually to get the units up on the ladders. This was just a distraction, honestly. Like, if I could get the archers firing here as well, then that was a dub. But again, the timing of my deployment was not good there. And I actually ended up losing the militia unit before any reinforcements came, so they actually died. This militia unit just ended up retreating before the rest of my units. That's what I'm saying. Timing is tough. Like, my timing was not the best here in this fight. So I feel like I should have lost fewer than how much I actually did lose. But I mean, hey, such is the nature of war, you know? It's just something I just gotta get better at, that's all. So now we finally have some units up on the walls, and we have finally engaged the skirmishers in battle. This is what I wanted the entire time, was to get these skirmishers to pause their shooting so that, you know, we can get our men in position. He looks like he's sending up more reserves up on the walls. I finally have my slingers up to sort of pepper down on these melee infantry a little bit. Or, yeah. These melee infantry a little bit. So that's the idea behind that. I sent up all my spear infantry up on the walls, and my pincer maneuver strategy is beginning. The gates have been destroyed, but as you notice, I have no reserves. Like you can tell, I immediately retreated my swordsmen up on those ladders, because again, the attack is going to come on these ladders. This is actually going to prevent him from flanking me from behind. So if I could trap, I mean, that kind of didn't work because he did have some club warriors going up here and flanking me. But, you know, the more reinforcements we bring up, the more harder it is. The harder it'll be for him. Now, something here that I didn't do immediately, which I should have, was I should have actually deployed these guys immediately. But I was just so busy trying to get my men set up, or my main army set up on these walls, that I just completely forgot to send up my reinforcements up on those walls, which did cost me some valuable men. Which kind of sucks, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? Now my general comes up. There we go. There is Agammemnon. He is going ahead, wreaking some havoc, which is pretty nice. I don't care about capturing the gates, man. I care about killing everyone in the enemy army that opposes me, you know? So here we go. So there's a general. Look at the general cowering, running away like a little coward. Yeah, turn around, face the music, and just face your fate, man. Like, get up there and fight with your men. Look at him, even his boyfriend's just here trying to pepper the hits. But, like, I'm okay with using up my units for this. Like, look, we took out quite a bit of his health. Oh, don't worry. Now, the bad news here is he actually caught me in a pincer maneuver because he kept his units there the whole time, but I had more units coming up, so we were just gonna stop him in his tracks. So the units that were already up here are, you know, already doing their thing, while reinforcements come up to deal with the counter maneuver. So that's good news on our part.
Show me blood!
And some of his units are starting to retreat, even if it is a tactical retreat or a strategic retreat. Honestly, for me, it's a victory because my units have the momentum. Like, they can just keep charging and get that momentum charge, while my opponents retreat and they don't get any strikes back at my units. So it's kind of like we're just hitting them really hard there. My slinger units, now I don't know if friendly fire is a thing. I think it is. So that's why I didn't actually want to fire into the main cluster of battle. So I finally remembered about my backup units, and I noticed that the general is out here fighting by himself. And I know that regular units don't tend to do well against a general because, you know, you're kind of forced to do one-on-one, and sometimes a general can do AoE attacks that can hit like 3 or 4 of my units. So I think at some point I did decide to bring down Agammemnon. It was risky because I am taking on a rather healthy general, but then I also had my skirmisher general here sort of doing his thing and just hitting the hero. I guess this is the thing with the archer skirmisher. It's kind of like they don't fight melee, but they can get some sneak attacks in, I think, and just spray down on the general. So even if the general is busy fighting someone else, then the skirmisher, I think, should be able to get some pretty decent sneak attacks here and there. So that should be fine. So the balance of power is pretty much shifting to our side. We lost a lot of men here because, again, we were attacking, right? So we lost 900 troops. He lost 200. So that's what I was wondering, when things might be starting to look bad. But then I realized that because we kind of ruined their positioning and we let them sort of do their own thing, then we're actually okay with this outcome. Even if we did lose some men, we can always recover them. We can always train fresh troops, and we're gonna get a lot of resources from winning and raising this city. Spoiler alert: I decided to vassalize the city just because I didn't want to decrease the happiness, and I feel like if I occupied it, it would be an extra city for me to maintain, and I really don't want to do that. So by this time now, Agammemnon has actually... Nope, has Agammemnon not gone down yet? No, he hasn't. I haven't chosen to bring him down yet. So let's fast forward to the time that he does. I think this is I don't think he's moved for the last like couple minutes or so. So this is when I decided to have him move, and I noticed that the enemy general was actually low to the point where Agammemnon can do one-on-one. So here he comes. This is the battle right here. I think around this time I noticed an extra 1 unit of, I think, skirmisher or spears. Oh no, skirmishers. So 1 unit of skirmishers was there sort of behind, so... Or is it the spear? I think... No, it's the spear. So I decided to send 1 of my spear units up and attack that spear unit just to prevent them from getting any hits in. Agamemnon's taking him on one-on-one. It's not looking good for either men because they're both very low, but again, as long as my archer is here to get some sneak attacks in, then Agammemnon should win this match. And honestly, when you get rid of a general, the morale goes down by a lot. So again, I was scared here because look, Agammemnon's kind of losing, but like his stamina is really low. So yeah, that was tough. The fact that Agammemnon got wounded was tough. It was tough. So that's why I didn't want to do that. That was actually quite a bit of a risk, but I think it was around this time finally that we managed to take the victory. Like you guys can see on the top is how much time left there was in the battle, and the balance of power was just well in our favor. I decided not to chase them down because I didn't want them to rally and then attack back while I was chasing them with depleted units. So I decided just to secure this and just kill the general. I'm not sure if the general decided to come back or I think they just chose to completely retreat. Yeah, so they just retreat. Okay, so that was the end of that fight. Agamemnon lost a lot of men. So that obviously wasn't intended, but I mean, hey, we won. We don't have a lot of troops set, which means we'll definitely need to go to a rebuilding. So yeah, that's the end of that battle, and that's actually going to be the end of this episode. I'm really glad that we managed to end it off with a win, and we managed to take over a city. So that's going to be the end of this episode.
Is yours to do with as you please.
Let me know what you guys thought of this playthrough series. I personally enjoy playing this game. Let me know what you guys think of it. Leave a like, of course, if you guys did enjoy, and of course subscribe if you guys want to check out some more Total War content. Next episode should be coming up relatively soon, and I will catch you guys in the next one.